Welcome back to the Tangible Original Ideas Factory. In today's episode, it's closed because I'm going to be making an entire video game from scratch with no experience. Every frame of animation, every brush stroke of a background, every line of code, every note of the soundtrack will be made by AI, actually. So thank you ChatGPT for making this entire video. I chose to learn this in Unity because it is super beginner friendly. I'm supposed to learn all that? So I decided to take one of Unity's scripting classes. It's just building a little Dodge the Asteroids game as a spaceship, just to get the basics down. And again, this was super beginner friendly.
Arithmetic projection below the
What?
Select direct tool from the tool overlay and the profile and the border bottoms and the bottoms and the border bottoms and the bottoms and the bottoms.
Though this game is turning out amazing so far and definitely has AAA, no quad A potential, let me explain to you a little bit about the game that we are actually going to be creating today. The type of games that I have the most fun with is probably like hopscotch or like movement. A movement game is what I meant to say. The only reason I have 1 grillion, yes, 1 grillion hours on Mario Odyssey is because there's a lot of movement options. It just feels fun, it feels good. I mean, I appreciate it, that's all I'll say. But I don't want to make just another one of those classic movement platformers. I want mine to have a little spin. I want mine to have a little spin to it. I'm actually going to be centering the movement system around this coin right here, but we'll get into that later. So why don't we focus on how this asteroid game is going? Gotta avoid all the no idea why it switches from your score and then you press play. Like, I have no idea. So I'm glad I made this stupid game just to get the concepts of the programming language, which is C#, I think. Which I didn't know anything about C# before this. B, C. This right here is our main character. His name is V. Why is his name V? Because I'm very passionate about feminism. I don't know. At one point in my life, I read somewhere or I probably watched somewhere, let's be honest with ourselves.
I read that in a podcast.
That when designing characters, you should pick like a shape, like a triangle or a square or a circle or something. And since I wanted V to be kind of graceful and precise, I chose triangles. He's very sharp, graceful, pointy, precise. Promiscuous? All of his limbs are connected by these little wires, which means they can detach. But the main gimmick of this game is going to be centered around this little coin here. Oh, I forgot I added that. I want him to flip it and then it will just stay in the air somewhere. And then he can interact with it. Maybe he'll grapple to it and then pull himself. And so I got started the only way I know how. Going to college and getting a 4-year degree in game design. Okay, if I did... What? This should be the floor now. Oh my gosh, bro, yeah. A common thing among us coders, because I'm one of y'all, is that you should start with the mechanics of your game and then move on to the art and animation and stuff. So the first thing I wanted to do is get one of the animations. It took me 3 hours to do just this. Then I watched another tutorial on how to get the idle animation to be the default state of the player. Big moment coming up here for all of my big moment enjoyers out there. It is currently wrist.
Oh, nice.
The little head spin. I'm going AAA. I'm going triple platinum. I made this walking animation here. So I'll just put each individual frame in there and then just drag them in. And it should just work right away. There should be no issues at all. Oh wait, it's working. It's working. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd say my favorite frame probably gotta be this one. This one's looking, actually, you know what? This. I messed with some of the sprite settings to get it to be in a place where I can make it work. Okay, this is the moment of... This is the truthful moment. Oh my gosh!
It's also stressful. I mean, left and right and...
It's working, and then... Then I added some code to calculate and apply the correct amount of velocity to get the player to the coin. Big developments happening. Excuse use my ringtone. Every time I get a message, it just sounds like the worst news of my life. So I was working on the coin throwing thing. I wrote all of this code for it. Okay, let's just do it. I'm gonna left click right now. Dang it, bro. What did I do wrong? Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
Wait, it actually worked. Oh, it's still.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
Change some values to get the player to move faster and to stop once he actually reaches the coin.
Wait, oh my gosh. It's working. Then I wrote some code to shoot the player to the coin for a grapple, which again worked flawlessly. If I right click anywhere, I should grapple to it.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna just change the grapple speed to like 1,200. That's kilometers per second for all of my Europeans out there. Throw coin. That's something. It low-key doesn't work at all, but low-key, yes it does though. For this next segment, there's some good news and there's some bad news. Good news is Mr. Beast 6'7" broccoli hair image has made an appearance in the game. Bad news is I got all the code working. I forgot to record my reaction of it working, so let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Throw the coin. I'm so nervous.
What? How this works is it creates a little circle around the player and then it renders from the edge of that circle to where you click. And then if there's anything in that line, then it will add the velocity to shoot V.
This took about 60 years to get the little red lines to work. They would start from the player and then the grapple would be like, yo, we found something to grapple to, the player. So I just went and made a bunch of changes to the grappling system. A little pull back into a thwip. Pull back, thwip right into that, John.
Basically, the way I wrote the code made it so that V could grapple to an enemy, the floor, a wall, or the coin, which meant that if V walks into a room and sees two enemies, the best thing for him to do always is to just grapple to the two enemies and move on. Meaning there's no reason to ever really throw out the coin, much less leave it somewhere. So to fix that kind of balancing issue, all I did was add something to where the coin will blow up if it's out for 3 seconds or if V gets 2 hits on an enemy. And makes it so that he can't grapple to enemies, but rather through them, dealing damage as he slices through them like a knife on a crisp summer afternoon. Day.
Big news in the community of people who care about big news. The movement system is finished. Walk left, which is revolutionary. We've got a jump, and you can see the air movement, and we've got a sprint. Go, go, go. But this is the real crowning achievement of it all. You kind of have this little bounce off of the coin when you land on it. It carries your momentum. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I didn't know how to do any of this a month ago, and now I have something that I actually like to just kind of mess with a little bit.
Since V is the only one who can actually interact with the coin, you could say to him it is, and excuse my language here, tangible. But to all the enemies and walls and stuff, it's intangible. So we're going to be calling this game Tangible Intangible, or TINT for short. Now, this has nothing to do with me. I would never have the ego to name a game after myself, purely because of the coin, so don't get it twisted.
Hey y'all, it's been about a week. I cut my hair. Did I do good on that, or did I do bad on that?
Yeah, that's pretty low-key mid. But
During my 5-year hibernation, I made this jumping animation right here, and then I went on vacation, and I said, boy, I'm a train at the train station.
You can see you have this start animation, and then the animation that holds while he's in the air, and then a little ending animation as well. No animations for this yet, but I am realizing how much fun this is. Oh my gosh, is my game lagging? It's the first time my game lagged. I've made it so far.
After that, I made this grapple animation right here. And here is my 5th and only successful attempt at coding this one into the game. The other ones were giving me some issues.
I wanted to render the rope of the grapple based on the distance from the coin to the player. It's working?
The main issue with this system is this is but a single straight line. And I want it to look a little bit more like this. Can you even see? Can you even see that? So what I did is I told the code to render out a triangle with the hook being right here and the player being on the other side. And then I had it develop acne. And then I had it pick random points inside the triangle to have the rope kind of go from them. And as the player gets closer to the hook, the triangle will get tighter and tighter until it is a single songle. Single don't got a single songle to sing. And before you say tangible, That is the most genius thing I've ever heard. I want to just let you know that, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I cannot believe I came up with it. And after some dense reading,
Getting the wiggle, 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 wiggle effect is just something only advanced coders such as I will be able to pull off.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
and some troubleshooting. Whoa, hey, that's kind of working a little bit.
I just need it to curve more. It's like pointing. Hello?
No, you haven't traveled back in time. Yes, I have a flip phone.
Yeah, the phone is still ringing, yeah, which means I am on a real call. Okay. Wait, I didn't think that would actually work. The rope actually looks kind of good. And you'll notice the grapple kind of goes out and back in, so it's kind of snapping into place a little bit.
Then I made a little animation for him to do a little flip off of the coin once he hits it. Then I just did some general revamps, like changing some of the placeholder sprites. I made some animations for the coin spinning and this little flashing animation.
What's up, gamers? It's a reasonable time in the night time. Ignore that. Things are developing on this spectrum. This is the real thing that I want. Alright, well, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, it honestly has been a pleasure to have. Boom! First of all, new coin sprite. I low-key think it's amazing. I love it. Kind of to represent the grappling of it all, but it's also a T for the name of the game. But the real piece of resistance, which is a phrase that I just came up with, is finally getting this bouncing animation coded in. And because I optimized the code super well so it never lags, there's some really good pristine footage of that. I don't know if my footage just got corrupted. Did it?
I switched from using Unity's complex animator system into just doing everything through code, and yes, this is exactly what I looked like while I was coding. This is not a video from like 2 years ago that I made about how you can get free Starbucks drinks.
My head is pounding so hard that my teeth have fallen out.
Then I added this little coin throwing animation when you're on the ground and one for the air. And I got the coin flip animation to not crash the computers of every single person in my neighborhood.
This has been the most frustrating experience of my life. If you change the diameter of the sun in Peru, your walking animation has now gone to Zimbabwe.
What are you talking about?
All good games need a beautiful skybox to distract the player from how poorly made the game is.
We're gonna take a second, okay? This video has probably been overstimulating, knowing myself. And so we're gonna take a minute and we're gonna watch one of those little speed paints that you see on YouTube that has 20 views. And I'm gonna put on some Mario Galaxy music and you're just gonna make eye contact with me for 5 seconds. Are you seeing that? No, look at my eyes, not that. Don't look at that. Gamers and gamerettes, it's a big moment about to go transpire. So I'm gonna take the background, I'm gonna drag it right here. Wait, it's beautiful. So I painted up a foreground as well. I coded that in really quick. Then I painted this little leaf because I wanted to make a particle system and have the leaves falling from the tree. And this really tied it together. Hello. Dang, my hair look good. Oh, this? Yeah, it's natural. I would never put no products in my weave. I've never seen a game that looks like this. These leaves. Look at the leaves falling. It's been really nice to not be working in the text coding part of it all and just literally painting this tree or the background. Unlike my hair with some shampoo and conditioner, I needed this. Dang. Hey gamers, I don't have any stains on my shirt or anything, so I thought it would probably be a good time to make the song for this video game. Jarvis, pull up the image. No, not that image. Jarvis, I need you to focus up for me. The image of the background and the tree and the painting. Okay. Okay, I added some chords here, but they're kind of overwhelming. So I'm going to make an automation clip to kind of fade them in. Yes, exactly. Bro. Okay, now I want a pizzicato. Pizzicato. Zuccapato. Syncopato. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. For drums, I'm hearing a little like.
Just feel the beat. I feel the groove.
So yeah, that's what I have so far. You can probably tell that this is something that I want to work on over months and months and months of time, and I don't want to like grind it out and really make sure I like get it done on time or something. I want to make sure it has room to grow and have new ideas and breathe and stuff like that. So this is a part 1. Will there be a part 2? Maybe, if you guys really like this one. When will it be? Tomorrow. It will come out tomorrow. And yeah, I just want to pray over you really quickly before we leave. Lord, I pray that you give the viewer peace about those things that they be worrying about. Show them how they are on the path that they need to be on right now. And yeah, I just pray that you give them the joy and the fulfillment that you bless me with every day. Amen. I'll see you guys in the Fortnite down below. I'm hosting my annual Fortnite tournament.